live, and right now we want to focus on the Kenyan Premier League. Lots have been happening this season. Of course, Gor Mahia, the champions, congratulations. But when you talk about players not having their bonuses, players not being paid, and of course some teams giving out walkovers, for example, Mount Kenya United and Zoya Sugar, that was quite a shame as far as now the 2019 season is concerned. In studio, I'm joined by Nyambura Murithi, sports analyst, specifically football analyst, who will be talking to us about all these things because 2020 is here, and I believe as a local football enthusiast, we need to start on a fresh leaf. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, now, Kenya Premier League, you know very well, it's been a long time since a team in the top tier kind of just dishes a walk away, a walkover that is.
Yeah.
Now, it's been a tough one for even players. I can mention some teams, even Gor Mahia,
Yes.
even Posta Rangers. Whoa, Mount Kenya United, relegated but out and still
Yeah.
with a very, very heavy burden. Now, what do you think about all this?
Yeah, it's sad, especially for Mount Kenya United, even coming out to ask for help, even from
On social media.
on social media.
Yeah.
It shows that Kenya, like even the institutions, even the companies, they don't. I don't know if they don't believe in our football or
Okay.
they're just not interested, because we have seen very few teams that have sponsors,
Okay.
and you can only mention maybe 3 teams in the out of 18 clubs that have sponsors, and
Okay.
this becomes very, very hard for them even to pay the players.
Okay.
And you know, without money, you cannot even be able to honor your matches, because for an average team maybe to go away and play, for the accommodation, for the transport, they'll spend around maybe 400,000.
Sure.
And if they're not getting any money from them, from even the sponsors or from fans attending matches, then it's a little bit sad and hard for them to survive.
Now, every player now wants to play out of the Kenya Premier League. Gor Mahia, I believe, will be among the top most affected teams.
Yeah.
Now we're having Tuisenge on the verge of leaving the club. Kahata on the verge of leaving the club. But look at the money they're getting.
It's
Look at the money.
lucrative.
Yeah.
No one
deals.
can refuse that.
Yeah,
If here you're playing, and you know these players put their blood and sweat because they really want to play, and most of these players who play, they want to play so that they can be seen, so they can get other clubs, other well-paying clubs, and even for the experience. But now if they don't get a chance of going out, then it becomes hard for them. But if they get that little chance, then unasema no, I just want to go. I want to experience something new. I want my efforts to be appreciated, and they just go. I think I'll just advise anyone to go, because it's not, the environment here is not conducive. If you're not paying the player, for example, in Tanzania, you're given even accommodation. So how can you refuse a package like that? You just go.
Now, broadcast partners, sponsors, it's been a difficult season. Teams are struggling left, right, center. Do you think maybe 2020, with the quality we have, of course, Gor Mahia has been dominating all through with the quality we have. Do you think it's high time we just need to kind of go back to the drawing board? KPL, of course, FKF is taking over now, I believe so. Now, do you think we'll have some organization to even attract our broadcast partner?
Yes, you know, when you have a broadcast partner, it becomes easier even for the companies to come, for the sponsors to come, because
the exposure.
They know their brands will be exposed out there. So I think if we get a good broadcast partner, then it will be a very good good thing for our clubs, because you know, when we had the SuperSport broadcast partner, things were running well. Even the small teams, they were able to honor their matches because of the little money they'll get from there. So if we get that kind of sponsor again, I know it will be good, because even our players will be seen out there. And broadcast is everything. Even you look at the English Premier League, the number of broadcasters is just amazing, and that is what makes it the best league in the world.
It's true.
Yes.
Now, we've seen most of our players from the Kenya Premier League go to Zambia. We have, of course, the likes of David Owino. We have the likes of Jesse Were. Anthony, Teddy Akumu have gone to Zambia. In Ethiopia also, we have our very own goalkeeper, Matasi is in Ethiopia. Now, look at how, even South Africa, the Absa Premier League, we have the likes of our defender. Who's this guy? His name is actually getting away from me now. Look at these guys. You'll find that indeed there's a problem with our league. Not that, of course, when our league is lucrative, they will have remained.
Yes.
But they want to, of course, kind of spread their wings, get the experience. But should they come back home? I know playing out there is good.
Yes.
We can't compare the European countries now in Africa. Now, the pedigree of the Kenya Premier League, do you think we will reach a place where we say, indeed, we're one of the best leagues in Africa?
It will take a very long time because for once, we don't have that broadcaster to broadcast us out there. And most of our even fans here, they ask, where are we going to watch the match? Because maybe most of them are not able to travel to these venues. You can imagine someone from Samburu like me going to Zoo or going to Kericho, Kisumu. It becomes hard. And if you look at these other leagues, let me just take an example of English Premier League. Most of their stadiums are not that far away from maybe the cities around, so they're able to attend the matches. And I think so that we can reach that point, we have to look to maybe two factors. One is the support of the fans mostly depends on the attachment you have to that team. And if you look at, let me just take an example of English Premier League. Most of these teams, maybe Manchester City, Leicester City, these are cities. So people in that city, they relate to that team. But look at maybe the clubs we have here. Let me just mention like Trascar or even just another team sponsored by a club, by a company, KCB. Unless you're an employee of that company, you're attached to that team. But just another fan, they can't relate to that.
How's Gor Mahia attached? Because now I feel like,
but you know, a team like Gor Mahia, FC Leopards is a community club. And that's why they have that big following. So if we start building our teams from maybe the counties, the cities, maybe we'll have that fan support of maybe I'm attached to this city, I'm attached to this
But Mount Kenya tried it. So the Mount Kenya region can be attached to their team.
Terribly because of the management. And we were
I wish they had a good management.
Yes, I really wish so, because maybe, and you know, people from Mount Kenya, they are not known to love football. Maybe they would have been attracted to this team.
What do they love?
Farming.
It's true that.
I don't know if they know any sport, but you can really tell that Gor Mahia, FC Leopards, they're attached because they're community clubs. And maybe something else that a government can help us, like invest some amount of money to build some teams, as in just to help us with money.
I keep on asking myself, sports fund. Sports fund. This money put aside by the government to take care of all these things. But what is it doing? Maybe anything you've heard about it?
I think it's just too hard to tell, because you know, hapo katikati, I don't know what happens. Maybe it doesn't reach these teams, and it makes things hard when you put greedy people there who cannot account when you're wanataka kukula yote.
That's what the president put Mzee Mudia Warrior over there. Do you think he's doing a good job? Okay, so far, for me where I'm seated, I haven't seen anything. But let's see. Let's keep an eye and, of course, our ears out there. And then we'll hope maybe something will happen. Now, let's get back to even the likes of investment in sports. You've seen your friend, Mr. Don. He came in and, of course, pumped millions of shillings towards it, or potentially, of course, without doubt, they're being promoted to the Kenya Premier League. Now, what's your opinion? You know, being promoted is something else, and being actually maintaining this stature as a core team in the country is another thing. Do you think they've learned that this time around they'll sign other players with experience in the KPL?
Actually, I'm really very optimistic about Don Rico and the way he's running that club. And just seeing them unveiling a 12 million bus, this means that their transport is catered for. And even if you saw the interior of that bus, it looks very comfortable. So even if you're traveling, you have to be, the players have to be comfortable. You know, you can't travel with a bus that it's not good standard, and you're going to a match in Mombasa, or even Kericho or
already
even
they've
Kisumu.
cut the costs.
They've already cut the cost of the
costs,
transport.
yeah, sure.
And I'm optimistic about Wazito. You know, money is everything. If Don Rico is willing to invest in that team, trust me, it will get somewhere. So, and it's going to give the other KPL teams a run for their money. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Looking at the players, the caliber of players they have right now, not most of them are experienced in the KPL.
Yeah.
That's why last season, the other season actually, they had a difficult time. They were relegated. Now, right now, Vihiga is gone. They're going back to where they belong. I think so.
Yes.
But now, look at Wazito. They're back again here. And it's a high time, according to me, it's a high time they need to get some quality in their team. Yes, NSL has its own quality, but look at KPL. KPL, my friend, is no joke also. Because now, with experience, the likes of Ulinzi have been there for the longest time. They know how to survive. Yeah.
But looking at even NSL, you can't refute that they have quality.
Okay.
Because when you're relegated, kutoka pale, it's
hard. NSL is tricky. I've covered that league. It's very tricky.
It's tricky, and I know in NSL you'll get even very good talents even than KPL.
It's true, and that very true.
I know maybe KPL has its own experience and it has its own kind of players. I think Don Rico, maybe he would want to invest in some new players that will cope with the league. But I think, as far as I'm concerned, he's not that bad off.
Okay.
But they're launching an academy, so they are going to develop a new crop of players for themselves. So I guess they'll be good.
You're following up with Ozito very well. You have some details that is not even in the media domain.
I think I'll
be
their fan.
Anyways,
I don't do anything.
So pedigree on Zoya Sugar, Vihiga United, they kind of struggled this season. And you talked about NSL's quality. Now, you see, NSL is a different ballgame. But now what's wrong with KPL? We are saying NSL has good quality. The pace, everything, that league is so hard. But the same teams come to KPL. Yeah, K-Sharks is a good example. They came in for the first time. They did so well. To an extent of going to the African continental showpiece. But now what happens when someone reaches KPL? Is it a comfort zone?
I think so. Let me just say maybe it's a comfort zone. It's either a comfort zone or they meet some tough game and more experienced players. Quality of the game changes. But I think mostly it's maybe comfort because unaona umetoka NSL, so you're playing in the KPL. But I think most teams just lose it at the sana katikati in the league along the way. Kariobangi Sharks and Bandari, I thought they are going to go for the title, but I was so surprised that along the way they lost the way they either get draws or lose.
They're on top of the table at some point.
And I was so surprised. And to Sipochunga, this league will be called Gor Mahia
League,
Premier League.
I don't think in the absence of Tuisenge, maybe if they get replacements, but they know how to scout their players.
Yes, they do.
Away from KPL, let's hope the house will be put in order. The FKF, of course, taking over the league, hopefully. I believe the house will be put in order. Now, internationally, before we wind up, Europa League is here. The finals are being played on Wednesday night. I know you're an Arsenal fan. What do you think?
Just apart from being an Arsenal fan, I'm really looking forward for that match. And, you know, it's a derby for Chelsea and Arsenal. And Unai Emery is
an expert in Europa League.
He's an expert in Europa League. So we expect Arsenal to win because they know they have only this chance to go to the Champions League. So they have to do everything. But we cannot refute the fact that Hazard is very hazardous.
And also, you know, Mauricio Sarri has never won any title in his life.
That is another fact.
Look at his chance. He needs to win a title. And also, when Hazard leaves Chelsea, I'm sure he is leaving, he needs to go at least shoulders high.
Not empty-handed.
Not empty-handed. So it's not an easy match.
It's not an easy match. And if Hazard gets all the space he needs, then Arsenal is in big trouble. But let's see. Lacazette and Aubameyang, they have some good partnership, especially in the Europa League. I don't know why this has not been replicated to the EPL, but they've been having a good partnership in the Europa League. So let's just hope maybe they'll score goals, but they really need to be afraid of Hazard. I'm just I'm optimistic about Arsenal, but I'm really afraid at the same time. Yeah.
Now, on the first, we're having Champions League final. Spurs, Liverpool.
Wow, that is another crap.
What's your prediction now before we just close this?
Wow. I see Liverpool taking it. Yes.
Wow. What makes you think Liverpool will take this thing?
As in, they have really tried this season, and them not winning anything this season, it will not go well with them. Even the players themselves, the manager, they need it. They know they need it more than anyone. I also know Pochettino wants it. It's a very tricky
also
game because everyone wants it.
Also his first title.
Again, and it's not just another title. It's UEFA Champions League. So I just say Liverpool.
Anyway, I know you have a soft spot for Liverpool, but still, let's see how things will go. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And see you on Saturday on Sports Finale. And trust me, they always say when you qualify for a final, make sure you win it. So all eyes will be on Arsenal and Chelsea, and of course, that is Tottenham Hotspur and Liverpool. We hope maybe one of them will come back home. And not even one of them, actually. I know who will come back home with the title, but the story for another day. Thank you so much for joining us today on Morning Live. My name is Nick Mudimba. Joyce Omondi is coming up next with Full Circle. Stay tuned.